Welcome back. In the last two videos, you watched me make this crochet mesh net top and also the matching fingerless gloves. In this video, I'm going to make leg warmers. So to begin this project, I chain stitched long enough to fit around the top of my calf. Then I did 2 rows of offset mesh stitch. If you're not understanding what all those terms mean, definitely check out the 2 videos linked below, the videos before these in this series, where I learned how to do all of the things that I'm talking about right now. I don't want to rehash that too much. So for this video, we're just gonna kind of move past this part a little bit because we went over it so many times in the first 2 videos. I feel like if you're following along, you get it. So we've gotten to the end of the second row. I'm only going to do 2 rows of black to start, and then we're going to switch to blue. So what I'm doing here is bringing in the blue and 1 stitch before. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, hehehe. Good thing I was talking to y'all because it gave me time to catch my mistake. I almost missed one. Okay. Now we're on the last one. I'm going to do a magic knot and just tie my blue into the black. 1 stitch before the end of the black. Because I was struggling with this at first. I kept ending up with my first stitch still being black, because when you pull the magic knot, it like extends the black, extended the black too much. Black here. And same thing on the magic knot. If you're not understanding how to do a magic knot, I'm not really going to explain it too much in this video because I just went over it so many times in those first 2. Cool. And then I'm just going to finish up this row with a double stitch into the 4th stitch from the bottom. I'm going to chain 4. And then I'm just going to go back in the other direction, doing that same offset mesh stitch, but in blue now. I'm going to do 4 rows of the blue. Do a chain in between. There we go. I've reached the end of my 4th row of blue, or my 6th row in total. Here's where I had to learn a new skill. I need to learn how to do the increasing stitch because I want these leg warmers to have a flare at the bottom rather than just be a straight tube. So I watched several different videos. I'm going to shout out this video by Chasing Sunray. I found this one the most helpful to me. Let me show you what I'm doing. So at the end of that 4th row, I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work over. I'm going to double stitch into this hole here, the very first stitch here. I'm going to put 2 double stitches there. That was 2. Chain stitch, and then we're just going to continue across the rest of the row in that offset mesh stitch where you're just doing double stitch into the top of each last row, chain, and back and forth. I've come to the end of the first row that I'm going to start increasing. I'm on this last stitch here. I'm going to put 2 double crochets into that last stitch right there. That's 1. That's 2. Now I'm going to chain up 2 and turn my work. You can see this first stitch right here. I'm going to double stitch into it. Chain 1. And then just return to my regular offset mesh pattern, I think it would be called, where I'm alternating between the double stitch and the chain. So I'm at the end of the second row that I want to increase. We've got these last 2 little stitches here. I'm going to double stitch into the first one. Then I'm going to double stitch into that last one. Chain up 2 and turn my work over. And then we're just going to repeat those 2 rows for as long as your leg is. So I'm going to just double stitch into that very first stitch there. I did my chain. Double stitch into the next one. Well, I'm not going to make the dog move to be able to show you this, so it's on a slant, but this is what we're working with. This is what you should have. You can see the obvious incline here. I ended up doing 2 rows of black, 16 rows of blue, and then 4 rows of black at the bottom. That's going to vary depending on the length of your leg though, so just be measuring it as you go. That's what I did anyways. I picked myself up a yarn needle because the bobby pin method that I was doing in the other 2 projects was working for me, but it was kind of difficult. So this is way, way easier. I'm just gonna sew these in half. My little helper's sleeping on a job. And lastly, I'm just going to sew a little piece of elastic to the inside. I'm basically just going to line up the top of this elastic with this middle black row here and use the elastic like zigzag stitch. Thank you so much for watching. If you like that video, don't forget to hit the little thumbs up down below. Subscribe while you're hanging out down there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.